Have you ever wondered why you see ads for sneakers everywhere after searching for them? Or why you don't need to re-enter your password every time you visit a website? It all works thanks to cookies. Cookies surround us on the internet constantly, but most people don't know what they are, how they work, or what impact they can have. So let's figure it out together. Imagine you walk into a coffee shop. You are the browser on your computer and the website is the coffee shop. The first time you walk into the coffee shop, the owner doesn't know you, but after you place your order, he writes down what you ordered in his notebook. The second time you come in, the owner looks at his notebook and remembers, oh, this is the person who loves coffee with milk, and offers you the same order. Cookies are this notebook that websites keep about you, except instead of paper, they're small text files saved on your computer. A cookie consists of a name-value pair and a set of attributes, additional parameters. Here's what it looks like: set cookie, session ID, ABC123XYZ. Here's an example of a cookie file. If you examine it carefully, you can see the main parts: the name, which is usually different, the value, a set of characters, and additional parameters like domain, path, and so on. You type a website address in the address bar, and your browser sends a request to the server with various parameters. The server asks your browser to save some of this data in a cookie file. Once the server receives the data from the cookie file, it recognizes you and shows you a page with information tailored specifically for you. We can view cookies ourselves in the developer console. Let's look at them live. To do this, click the Application tab in the developer console's top menu. Then in the left sidebar, select the cookies you want to view as shown on screen. Here we see a whole set of parameters. Name, the cookie's name. Value, the value, what's stored in it. Domain, which domain this cookie applies to. Path, restriction by folder inside the website, in other words, which URL path the browser will send this cookie to. Expires, when it will be deleted, and much other technical information. Cookies come in several types. Session or temporary cookies. They only work during a user's session and are deleted when you close the tab. They're stored in the browser. Persistent or permanent cookies. These are the cookies that save all your history on a domain. They're stored on your computer locally. And there's another special type, super cookies, which are used for the most persistent tracking. They take up more space, can be written to multiple storage locations simultaneously, and are much harder to delete than regular cookies. Let's figure out how cookies are formed using YouTube as an example. You go to YouTube, where server analyzes you. Where did you log in from? What browser do you use? What did you search for? What videos did you watch? What time did you watch them? And so on. Essentially, cookies contain your entire history on a particular website. Based on this data, websites can show you more relevant ads, predict your interests, and so on. It might seem like delete the cookies and the website will completely forget about you, but that's not quite right either. Yes, the website will lose the connection to your search history and search queries, but it can still recognize you by other patterns, specifically by your browser fingerprint. But that's not what we're talking about now. Should you delete cookies? It depends on your goal. For greater anonymity, it doesn't really make sense anymore. If you want to minimize data collection about you, you can clear them periodically, or just use incognito mode. You should be managing your browser, not the other way around. Good luck with your browsing!